If you have heard of the Lightning Network but never actually used it, this is the video that changes that. Lightning is how Bitcoin works as a payment system. Instant transactions, tiny fees, no waiting for block confirmations. It is what makes buying a coffee with Bitcoin actually practical rather than theoretical. Setting it up takes about 5 minutes. Here is exactly how to do it. I'm Sats, and today we're making Bitcoin Lightning actually make sense. Let's keep it simple. Before we get into the setup, a quick note on what Lightning actually is and why it matters. Because understanding what you are setting up makes the setup itself make more sense. The Bitcoin blockchain processes transactions in blocks, roughly every 10 minutes. For large transactions you are holding long term, that is fine. For small everyday payments, waiting 10 minutes and paying a meaningful fee is not practical. The Lightning Network solves this. It is a second layer built on top of Bitcoin. Instead of every transaction going onto the blockchain, Lightning allows you to open a payment channel between two parties and make many transactions instantly within that channel. Only the opening and closing of the channel go onto the blockchain. Everything in between is instant and nearly free. You do not need to understand all of this to use it, but knowing it is built on Bitcoin and settles on Bitcoin is what makes it different from other fast payment systems. Now, there are two main types of Lightning wallet for beginners, and they work differently. Custodial Lightning wallets. These are the simplest option. The wallet provider handles the technical complexity of the Lightning Network on your behalf. You send Bitcoin in, you can send and receive Lightning payments immediately, and the provider manages the channels behind the scenes. The trade-off is that the provider holds your funds, similar to a bank. For small amounts used for everyday spending, this is a reasonable starting point. Non-custodial Lightning wallets. These give you full control. Your keys, your Bitcoin. The trade-off is more complexity. You need to manage channel liquidity, which means making sure you have enough capacity to send and receive. For beginners, non-custodial Lightning is best approached once you are comfortable with the basics. For this walkthrough, I am going to cover both options so you can choose what fits where you are right now. Option 1. Wallet of Satoshi. Custodial. The simplest Lightning wallet available. Download Wallet of Satoshi from the App Store or Google Play. Open it. That is the entire setup. There is no account creation, no seed phrase, no identity verification. You have a Lightning wallet. To add funds, tap Receive. The app generates a Lightning invoice or a Bitcoin on-chain address. You can send Bitcoin from an exchange or another wallet to this address. Once received, you can send Lightning payments immediately. To send a payment, tap Send. You can either scan a Lightning QR code or paste a Lightning invoice. Enter the amount if the invoice does not specify one. Confirm. The payment is sent instantly. Wallet of Satoshi is owned and operated by a company. They hold your keys. Do not use it for large amounts. Think of it as a spending wallet, the same way you carry cash in your physical wallet. For everyday Lightning transactions, it is excellent. For significant Bitcoin storage, it is not the right tool. Option 2. Phoenix Wallet, non-custodial. The best self-custody Lightning option for beginners. Download Phoenix from the App Store or Google Play. When you first open Phoenix, you will be prompted to create a new wallet. The app will generate a seed phrase, 12 words. Write these down on paper or preferably stamp them into a steel plate. Store them safely. This seed phrase is your backup. If you lose your phone, this is how you recover your wallet. Phoenix uses a technology called Simplified Channel Management. It automatically opens and manages Lightning channels on your behalf, but you retain custody of the funds. There is a small fee for this service when you receive Bitcoin for the first time, which Phoenix displays clearly before you confirm. To receive Bitcoin, tap Receive. You can generate a Lightning invoice or an on-chain Bitcoin address. Phoenix converts incoming on-chain Bitcoin to Lightning automatically. There is a small fee for this conversion, which is displayed before you confirm. To send a payment, tap Send. Scan a Lightning QR code or paste an invoice. Review the amount and fee. Confirm. Payment is instant. Phoenix requires a small amount of Bitcoin to open your first channel. This is displayed during setup. The amount is used as channel capacity and is not lost, but it is locked into the channel until you close it. A few things worth knowing about Lightning that beginners often ask. Can I send any amount? Lightning works best for smaller amounts. Most Lightning payments are for amounts under a few $100s. For larger transfers, you would typically use an on-chain Bitcoin transaction. But what if the app or network is unavailable? Lightning requires your wallet to be online to receive payments. If your phone is off or the app is closed when someone tries to send you a payment, it may fail. This is a characteristic of Lightning, not a bug. For custodial wallets like Wallet of Satoshi, the provider handles this on your behalf. Is Lightning Bitcoin? Yes. Every Lightning payment ultimately settles on the Bitcoin blockchain. It is not a separate currency. It is Bitcoin moving through a second-layer payment system. Do I need to understand channels to use Lightning? For Wallet of Satoshi, no. For Phoenix, you will encounter some channel concepts during setup, but the app handles most of the complexity for you. For more advanced non-custodial Lightning wallets, yes, channel management becomes relevant. Start with Wallet of Satoshi for small amounts if you want the simplest possible experience. Move to Phoenix once you want self-custody and are comfortable with a slightly higher level of setup complexity. Quick recap before you go. Lightning is a second layer on top of Bitcoin that allows instant, low-fee payments. It is built on Bitcoin and settles on Bitcoin. 2 beginner options. Wallet of Satoshi is custodial, requires no setup, and is excellent for small everyday payments. Phoenix is non-custodial, requires a seed phrase backup, and gives you self-custody of your Lightning funds with automatic channel management. For both, receiving Bitcoin and sending Lightning payments works the same way. Receive generates an invoice or address. Send scans or pastes an invoice. Payments are instant. Start simple. Wallet of Satoshi for spending. Phoenix when you are ready for self-custody. If you want to understand how the Lightning Network actually works under the hood, the video on what the Lightning Network is covers the full explanation simply. Watch that next. Stack smart, stay curious. See you in the next stack.